Original.
Hello and welcome to Web. Maria,
what?
You just showed us you just did a crotch shot.
Oh, I missed it.
You like moved the camera down.
What are you talking about?
You're JJ.
Wow.
What are you talking about? That's not even possible.
I missed it. I don't know.
Wait, that's not even possible because the computer is on my lap. So in
Okay,
no
then I
world
had an
could I
optical illusion.
Yeah, you did because I would have had to turn my computer
I
upside
had a
down.
mirage, like when you're hungry and you see a steak. Anyway,
Sorry to disappoint you.
welcome to Web Crawlers. This is one of our mini episodes. It's shorter than our long episodes. Sometimes not. Today, I'm Allie Siegel. Today and most days, I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stetton.
I'm Maria.
Sorry, we're all in shock from the curveball I just threw.
Was it you thinking it was my neck? Was it crotch?
No, the camera went down, and I swear to God, I didn't think I saw your.
The camera goes down.
That's what I saw. Okay, that's what I
okay.
saw. That's what I saw, and I thought I didn't think it was like your bare vagina. I just thought
What
your.
are you talking about?
Okay, I didn't mean to offend you.
Wow.
Okay.
You went into defense mode so fast.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay.
Today we are going to recount some news stories for you because there is a lot going on in the news today. First things first, I think we should talk about this crazy torture chamber.
Yes.
Oh my God. I can't believe it.
This morning, Maria texted us all this news story.
At like 5:30 a.m. I think.
Yeah.
It was pretty early.
I woke up and what sunshine will today bring? And then I see an underworld prison
with torture chamber discovered in Dutchtown. But it looks like in those movies like Saw or what's the other one that I'm specifically thinking of? It's not Saw. It's the one where
Hostel?
the girls Hostel.
Saw 2.
Saw 2. That's
Saw 1 through 7.
Who's the one? What's the one with Elisha Cuthbert? Remember her? What happened to her? We should do an
What
episode
happened to
of what happened to
Elisha Cuthbert?
What did happen to Elite? Didn't she date Emil Hirsch and he turned out to be a weird guy?
Yes. Okay, she got married. Yeah, in 2013, she got married to a hockey player, which is what Canadians tend to do.
She was in House of Wax.
Oh, that was a good movie.
That's what I'm thinking.
The girl
I
next
love
door.
House of Wax.
She was the it girl for, a couple years. People were like, I know, she was.
She was like Scarlett Johansson 1.0.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, I think she's not 2008 to present. In September 2015, Netflix announced Cuthbert would join the cast of The Ranch. So I guess she was on that Ashton Kutcher show.
Ashton Kutcher, my mom talks about this all the time, is so rich.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
He has stock. As a young actor, he bought stock in Facebook, in Uber.
Oh.
He has stock in every company that became huge. He either had like an incredible money manager or like he himself like just makes great business decisions, but he has got to be so rich.
He's like a big businessman. Do you want to know what his net worth is?
I do.
200 million.
Wow.
That's wild. For not really working very, like he doesn't really work.
He did that 70s show. That's where all that money came from.
Should I look up your net worth, Allie?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to be
boy.
like Allie's parents are...
Negative $25.
Allie has a nice relationship with her parents.
It just is red. My computer just went red.
But anyways, this underground torture chamber.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this torture chamber looks like something from Saw or Hostel or like Teresa's. Like it's a legit torture chamber.
Can I just say something really quickly? Because Melissa's net worth is between $1 and $5 million.
It is? That's
Melissa.
news to me.
What are you hiding, Melissa?
Well, I invested in Roomba early.
On Celebs Trend now.
1 to 5 million. Wow.
That's Melissa.
Okay, well, where do I go to collect that money? Where do I?
I'll find out.
The Erios offices.
It might be at this torture chamber you're talking about.
Oh no, it's in the Netherlands. So anyway, there was the secret chambers that were in these like storage containers.
Yeah.
In
Belgium,
but they were unused.
Yes.
And so the police or the FBI caught them from this network they were using to chat with each other, Encro chat.
Jesus, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's like the soundproof. There's a dentist chair.
Yeah, inside the containers, this is from the New York Post. Inside the containers were possible torture devices, including hedge cutters, scalpels, and pliers. There were also handcuffs attached to the ceiling and floors of the cell, which could be monitored remotely on a video feed. There was a dentist chair with belts attached to the arms and foot supports.
Oh, God.
What the hell were they planning on doing? Who were they capturing and torturing?
This is like legit torture. Police arrested 6 men on suspicion of kidnapping and hostage taking in connection to the underground prison. They were ordered held for 90 days. Does that make sense? They were ordered held as investigations continued. They also found 52 pounds of ecstasy, stolen vehicles, and weapons.
They're about to have a rave.
They were probably...
Who are these guys?
They were probably giving the people E, so they were like all whacked out before they were torturing them.
Yeah. I wonder who they were planning on torturing. Like, were they spies or were they like just sickos?
No, I think this is sickos. Like, I'm sure they were torturing like women and kids.
Oh
like,
my God,
this feels like a movie
crazy
to me. Like, this is legit torture. That's so scary.
Well, watch out for Belgium.
Honestly. Okay. Next, you have the Museum of Ice Cream owner meltdown. Tell me about that. That seems...
there was this article in Forbes a few days ago about... I love these like corporate insights into all these companies. Like, these are my favorite types of things to read, just about how like dysfunctional these companies are. And it was this Museum of Ice Cream. I don't know if you've seen those. Is it in LA and New York? I haven't been to them, but it's just like where you go to take selfies. It's like an Instagram.
Yeah, it's like the vat of all the sprinkles.
Yeah, where everyone goes.
I had to go to literally the Museum of Selfies.
There's a Museum of Selfies.
It was in Pasadena, and I was doing like a show with E that only got 1 episode because apparently it was that bad. And it was me and Tyler, the Hollywood medium, and we were going through the Museum of Selfies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why can't we get Tyler, the Hollywood medium, on this?
I just want to say, he was really bizarre.
I believe that.
I
There's
bet.
no way he's...
And he was there with his mom. He brought his mom. Like, his mom really does go everywhere with him.
That's so weird.
How old is he? Like 14?
He's like very, very young. And he's very closed off.
Well, because when he opens himself up, I mean...
who knows what demon's going to come through.
Do you buy what he's giving? What he's selling?
I don't think I buy what he's selling.
I don't buy it.
And boy, is he selling it.
That's when I don't buy it. When you're selling it that hard, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like the Gypsy Lee Rose thing, who like she tried to scam with her daughter being, whatever. Like, or it's not Gypsy Lee Rose. I always get that
Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Gypsy Lee Rose, it was like a flapper. Yeah, Gypsy Lee Rose was an American burlesque dancer from 1911. And she was the basis for the stage musical Gypsy. So not that Gypsy. So what happened?
Anyway, so yeah, the CEO, Mary Ellis Bunn, who, according to Forbes, she's the heir to the Bunn coffee maker company. Bunn products. They make like coffee makers, and they're like a $1 billion company. But she claims that she's not from that family. She claims that she's like, no, I grew up with a single mother. And everyone's like,
yeah, right, bitch.
Huh? But anyway, she's apparently a horrible CEO. and just mismanages everything and was just given like billions of dollars to like create this whole thing, and is just, it's so problematic and offensive. She doesn't let people wear shorts because she doesn't like how fat people's legs look. That's what she said.
Like to like her employees, or that you can't wear shorts if you're visiting the museum?
No, her employees.
Oh, weird.
And like won't let them take bathroom breaks and like
what? You can't do that.
This is the Museum of Ice Cream?
Yeah, everyone had to have a ice cream related like email address and nickname. Like hers was like Rocky Road Angel at something.
Oh,
she doesn't seem as sweet as the product she's selling.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wow.
so
That's crazy.
that's a fun article that I read. It's just a fun, entertaining thing.
How weird. Well, she's only 28. I don't think 28 you're like ready to build your own ice cream factory. How old was Willy Wonka when he started?
It wasn't even real ice cream. That's where she got it wrong. It was just all fake.
They do serve ice cream there, but apparently it's just like cheap, gross ice cream.
It's a scam.
Like, what's the longevity of a place like this? Like, once you've been once, you don't really need to go again.
And like, she had investors, like hundreds of millions of dollars of these investors just giving like, when she was like 24, like, here, take a bunch of money. Like, I don't get it. It's so crazy.
It's like the Theranos of dessert.
Yes.
Yeah, she kept saying there will be ice cream, and they kept going, and it was like, no, there's a pool filled with fake sprinkles. They're like, no, where's the ice cream you promised?
How
I'm
weird.
working on it. But I don't get it. Is that still around? I thought it was like a pop-up.
I guess it's still around. They're opening more stores.
What? They're opening more despite these allegations?
I'm not sure as of like this article a few days ago, but like they were in the process of opening like all over the world. Because like the Kardashians went there. I guess Katy Perry goes there and takes photos. Like all these celebs go there.
Instagram hotspot.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
All I see in those pictures is like germs.
Total germ fest.
It's like a ball pit. Like from McDonald's. Like that's what you're going into. It's disgusting.
Also, like it's not like you can really take a picture of there and it's, you know, inventive or original. Like,
because everybody has them.
Everyone has it.
Yeah, unless you like take it upside down or something, then that's a little different.
Also, it's funny that like I think one of the pictures you can take, according to here, is like you can pretend that you like work at an ice cream shop. I love like performative working.
That's ridiculous.
That's really funny.
Like, oh my God, imagine if I had a job scooping ice cream. Take a picture. Like, that's so
that's so insane on so many levels. Like that's
just so crazy. An influencer being like, oh my God, take a picture as if I had a job. That's so
Take a picture
funny.
of me working like a real job.
Well, which do you think is worse? Which would you rather go to? Museum of Ice Cream or the torture chamber in Belgium?
Oof.
Trick question. They're the same thing.
Torture chamber. At least you get ecstasy.
That is true. You do get to be tripping at the torture chamber.
And you probably don't have to wait in line to get in. You just go right in.
Also, these are amazing points you're making.
No crowds.
No crowds. No influencers.
Yeah, no influencers. You're like
unless maybe they were killing influencers at the torture chamber, in which case, plot twist.
What an interesting movie. What an interesting horror movie.
That like maybe they're taking they're taking influencers from the Museum of Ice Cream and saying, hey, there's a special installation in the back that's new.
Yes. And they're trafficking
Oh my God, I have the best idea.
Don't give it up here. Don't give it up here.
Okay, well, Melissa can cut it out, but listen to this.
Okay.
So there's the torture chamber guys, and they're taking Instagram influencers, and they're kidnapping them in these torture chambers, and they're taking over their accounts, forcing them to do these posts, like, while they're, like, chained up and stuff, but, like, they're smiling and everything from the Instagram, so, like, no one knows they're in trouble.
Oh,
everyone thinks they're okay.
It's like our Marina Joyce episode, kind of.
Oh, yeah. Like, everything's fine. The crazy YouTuber
exactly.
Girl.
Well, it's what the internet is. It's what social media is. It's everyone putting on this happy face. And even when people are being tortured and killed, the public can't recognize it.
That's too real.
Movie.
There's something there.
I think this is a good movie.
Copyright.
Well, speaking of a public facade, our next story is about Tom Cruise and Thandie Newton.
Did you guys read that?
I did actually.
Interview?
My mom had I didn't actually read it. My mom told me about it.
It's good, same thing.
And it's about Tom Cruise being a complete mean nut job.
They were doing what, Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
And like he was getting angry at her because she wasn't doing the lines properly. So he's like, well, let's swap lines. You do mine, I do yours. And she's like, well, this isn't help at all. This is terrible. And the one thing she noticed was that in the morning, he had this like red bump on his nose. And by the end of the day, it turned into a whitehead. And she's like, what is he eating to make his metabolism that fast that he has zits go from like forming to like turn to a whitehead? Like she was so amazed by that point. And she's like, it normally takes 2 to 3 days for like zits to form, but like his zits were forming and like healing within the same day.
Wow, I didn't get to that part, but that's just pretty gross.
That was the most fascinating part of that interview.
Is that Scientology diet? Yeah, but basically, like she was like kind of a newish actress, and it was like her first big role. And he like stopped in the middle of production, like while they were filming, and they were like, and he was like, Thandie, you're not doing this right. Like you're not doing the part well. Like, stop for a second and like I'll do your role so you can see how it's done.
And how did he do?
He is Thandie Newton now.
But she said, she's like, I have a black book of names of just like people who've wronged me, and she's like, I'll release it on my deathbed. But she's like, I'm not like, I don't want to get into it or something. Like she,
whoa,
yeah, she's
That's
like,
pretty
there's
wild.
so, because she was like kind of an unknown actress up until Westworld, really.
Yeah.
Well, she was in Crash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she talked about Crash. She talked about how who was the
about-
director, Paul Haggis,
Yeah, I think so.
and
I
she
think
did
so.
a scene with Matt Dillon. I might be getting that wrong. Where like a cop harassed her or like fingered her or something, like sexually assaulted her. And Paul Haggis asked her, he's like, "Are you wearing protective underwear?" And she's like, "What? What do you mean? I'm wearing underwear." And he's like, "Well, I want this to look as real as possible for her to be fingered." And she was like, "Excuse me?"
Oh my God.
It's so fucked up.
I bet like actresses have so many horrible stories. Like I can't
There's so
even,
many.
it gives me shivers. I can't even imagine.
So many.
Shivers. That's sweet. It gives you shivers is a funny thing to say.
Those goose pimples.
Gives me the shivers.
So yeah, that's a crazy one. She also said that people like, I mean, I think we already knew this, but that people treat in Scientology like Tom Cruise is like a god. Like they like have to watch his movies, and he's just like there's no fighting with Tom Cruise. Like Tom Cruise is Mecca.
Remember when that guy squirted him with water on the red carpet, and he you saw a rage in him? Do you remember that?
No.
Oh.
Just type in
When did that happen?
Tom Cruise squirt?
it happened like 10 years ago, maybe.
Water.
Just type in like water, like squirt water, red carpet, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise gets squirted with water.
Oh, wow.
I mean, to be honest, I would react like this too, maybe, because like who wants to get squirted with water? But
I like the title of this one, Tom Cruise Getting Wet. I don't like pranks.
Not a squirting in the water, face in the water in the face.
No.
I think it's fair to ask what's so funny about that.
What is so funny about that?
That's actually a good question when someone pranks you. What was funny about that?
Yeah, what is
to
so
you?
funny about
what
that?
What was
What
funny
made
about
you
that to
laugh?
you?
Unless it's a whoopee cushion. I don't want it.
I actually do think whoopee cushions are funny.
I love whoopee cushions. I have like 20 just like waiting to use them in my house.
Yeah,
I ordered a
listen, that's
bunch.
weird.
I use them on Martin all the time.
In her closet, they're all hanging up. Like when she gets ready in the morning, she has like a
Close
closet
it.
full of whoopee cushions.
You know, there's apps on your phone that are like whoopee cushions.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Those are good. All right. Then last but not least, Ghislaine.
Yeah, there's this article that came out today They gave her all paper clothes because they're afraid she's going to suicide herself.
Yeah.
I'm worried about her safety.
I actually care about her safety. Like, I need her to be okay because I need her to drop.
I need her
to drop names.
Like, I will gladly go to New York and I will sit outside of her cell staring at her for the next month. I'll do it.
Oh my God, she pled not guilty. She's denying wrongdoing.
She did.
No. Ghislaine, please, girl.
A hearing on whether Maxwell will be granted bail is scheduled for Tuesday. She cannot get bail. We will never see her again if she gets bail.
There's no way she's going to get bail. She's a flight risk.
She's an absolute flight risk.
How could you plead not guilty? There is evidence for days. What is she thinking?
I mean, she probably has a deal with something. She's for sure has a deal that she's going to do, and unless she's planning on killing herself.
Whoa. Man. So this Daily News article has like kind of graphic photos.
Of what?
Yeah, look through the slideshows. Photos released by medical examiner reveal billionaire pedophile's Jeffrey Epstein's neck after he allegedly hanged himself, and it's like pictures of his neck. A handwritten note, his last note.
What was the note?
I can't really read it. It says Davis something is a local shower stem 1 hour something burnt food, giant bugs, something my hands, no fun.
What?
What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Maybe I bet it's a secret code.
Oh, good point. Like, why wasn't that last letter ever? I mean, is this real? What the fuck? A protest group called Hot Mess holds up signs of Jeffrey Epstein in front of the federal court. Hot Mess is like not a cool name for like, I don't need millennials called Hot Mess protest. Like, that's
a couple years ago. We're over that. And then there's this Instagram account that is amazing. It's called Celebs with Ghislaine.
Oh, it's so good.
Someone is just posting every celebrity photo with Ghislaine on there.
What's upsetting about those photos is that like Epstein was already in jail at like 2008. Like he was a sexual predator, like
yes,
arrested and in jail at 2008. And all these people are like hanging out with Ghislaine after that.
Yeah, they all knew that he was like terrible, and it's crazy. It's just because he's a rich guy.
Yeah, so they can't say like I had no idea, like I'm not sure, I wasn't aware of how bad it was. Like he had been to jail for soliciting minors. Like
yeah, crazy. And like Elon Musk, there was a photo of him and he's like, I don't know, with Ghislaine. It was him and Ghislaine.
Oh, he said she photobombed him though. Yeah,
he's like, I don't know, I was at a party and like someone snapped our photo. I've never met her. She was just in a photo.
Right.
And I'm like, I mean, there are so many celebrity photos where I can see if they were at the same event. Like the photographer's like, let me get a picture of you guys. Like that does happen.
Right.
A lot, but like, no, it's not like who's gonna be in a photo with like Ghislaine? It's like, yeah, I'll take a photo with this woman unless you know her.
Exactly, but also like someone made a good note of like know who you're taking photos with at a party. Like,
yeah,
if they're like a sex offender, like don't be like I'd rather not. Like you don't need fame that badly.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Just pass.
Good.
Just pass on that. Well, let's check Twitter trending real quick just to see if there's anything else.
Oh, what? So you tweeted that you wanted to possibly do an episode about...
Okay, yeah. So since I'm constantly rejected all the time, I think, and I even offended someone today. Like I was kind of like semi-chatting with this guy and he was like, you seem judgmental. Bye. And I was like, okay.
What?
Like,
What?
I think, yeah. I think like left and right, I'm just like being rejected and offending people. So I think we should do an episode on like why I'm undateable.
I think maybe the men you're talking to are intimidated.
Because I'm a model.
You're a model. You have strong opinions. You know what you want. You don't take
on
shit
werewolves.
From it. You want to beat around the bush. They're all intimidated.
Who do we get on to be an expert in your relationship? Who could like, what kind of job would someone have?
I think that maybe we need to have a few of like people I've dated on, like maybe some of my exes on, and they could be expert witnesses.
Yeah. Are you friends with any of them?
Yeah. I mean, I can see if anyone wants, and we should maybe have that guy on who I went on one date with, see if he wants to come on.
Oh, the ghost story
You know what?
guy.
Because there's a lot of people I've been on one date with who now I'm just friends with and nothing ever happened. We should have a lot of people I've only been on one date with.
That could be interesting.
What link did you just send to the group chat?
You have to just look at this link I just sent you because your mind is about to be blown. These are all cakes.
Oh my God, I saw this. I saw this yesterday.
The cake that looks like the toilet paper. Oh, here it is.
And the crock.
Yeah, you guys just type in like these are all cakes Twitter. My mind is kind of blown.
That toilet paper cake is
the steak cake where it's like looks like a fajita.
Yeah, then like all the vegetables.
Yeah, the vegetable platter,
potted
the
plant
soap bottle.
Someone tweeted today, I don't remember what it was, but they're like, what if they go into Ghislaine's cell and she's just cake?
That's so good. That is the way to do it.
Or like the bottle of lotion.
This is crazy. The pizza cake.
I can't.
It's insane.
Yeah, the pizza cake looks good.
I'll retweet
I bet it
this
tastes
on
good. They have gummy. Have you ever seen the gummy pizzas or like the gummy sushi?
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty cool.
No.
Well, I definitely think we should do an episode on why you can't lock it down.
I think that's a good way to put it. Why can't I lock it down?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then, maybe we can have a jailer on, like a person who works at a jail, and just be like, what does it take to lock it down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Whatever works.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw, but on Allie's Twitter today, what's the guy's name? The brother of the girl?
Carl.
Carl.
I actually don't think that's his real name, though. Hold on.
Well, on Twitter, if you go on Allie's Twitter, they start talking publicly, and Allie's like, "Hey, you can date me if you want," and he's literally like, "Look, I'm moving out to like the West Coast soon." She's like, "No, but let's date," and he's like, "We'll see how it goes, friend." Like, I've never seen someone.
He's like, apparently my sister called in on this podcast begging Allie to date me, so I can't wait to listen to that. And then Allie wrote, okay, but we can though. Oh, okay, but can we though? And he replied, have to move out west first. I'll let you know when I'm there. And Allie wrote, rejected again. And then he says, I'll be there in November, friend.
Oh my God.
I constantly get swerved on so hard.
That is so funny.
Wow.
What is it, man?
He was just like, I can't, like, I don't want to leave you on,
I
Allie.
have too much on my plate right now. Listen, one day all these people are going to be sorry when I'm married to Brad Pitt.
One day.
That's right.
God's holding out Brad Pitt for me. I actually don't think that God loves me so much that he would be jealous if I ever dated anyone. So God's keeping
That's what it is.
God's keeping me single because I'm one of his special angels.
God, how horrible. What a horrible God.
So selfish. God. But like romantic.
Oh my God.
I think it's
God
romantic.
is holding you hostage.
He's holding you in the torture chamber.
God's holding me
If I
hostage
can't
in a
have
Dutch
you,
torture
no
chamber.
one can.
It's kind of nice.
I'm just God's little baby. All right, I'm a slut for no, never mind. Okay, well, anyways, that's about it for today. Melissa, if people want to reach us, where can they do so?
You can email us at webcrawlerspod@gmail.com, and you can find us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Reddit.
My laptop gets so hot, it feels like it's going to blast off.
Yeah, mine does too. The fan is on constantly. It's just gonna.
What if it did? It went into space.
That'd be so crazy. Anyways, I am Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stetson.
And I'm producer Maria.
Bye.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.